No pot to piss in a piston, pissed off, trying to complete a fucking engine emission. Life! I wasn't given a manual, I was given a long road, no map, second to second, no motherfucking annual. Clump of orange, yellow, green behind a tinted blood red filter with no love is left alive in the spotlight like Tilda Swinton. Never mind the sunshine when your conceptions are clouded, dim dastardly devils deep inside your thoughts surrounding. I'm attempting to hide, scour and run, no success. I'm still stressed, alterfied and depressed, and I'm the one who made it rain, hail, snow and freeze over, blaming everybody else as the seasons got colder and minutes grew longer. Still not enough time in the fucking day to take away the woes and worries and tell the porkies of dismay. I lied when I said I was okay. I'm the most screwed and twisted I've ever been. Wait, that's another scene, apologies. Wait, I may have 6 shots of vodka, please. Need ID, but how do I get one with no fucking identity? I keep the fire as a wingless fly grounded, with sweaty swatting hands seemingly constantly surrounded. Anxiety! And I don't take no pill. I've been known to take shots to the head and take in my lungs for a fucking nicotine thrill. There goes a lung, spit it out and take a deep breath. About to let it spill and spit these motherfucking regrets. See, I drown while everyone around me's busy floating. I frown while every face with a smile seems to be gloating. I'm proud with a dollar in my hand. I'm only 2 away from buying a kingfisher to bury me further in the sand. I've grown tired of expectations. You expect me to stand strong with no fucking feet to stand on? Hang on, how about you give it a go? Let's go grab an axe on hacksaw, hack and sack you around and hack your stumpy fucking legs off. Magnifying glass, still searching for the cause of this mess. A walking, talking pawn in this never-ending game of chess. I'm not feeling so okay, mother. May I come and stay? No, well, I guess the super liquor science is open 7 days. Great. Yo. And it never goes away. Blow my brains out and fill my head with maggots. Who needs it anyway? Thinking is a nasty habit. I've had it with avid addicts, a pleasure with no measure. Suffer a little, experience the true power of pressure. These booze drinking, bottle clinking, pill popping parasites, ass shaking, makeup hoarding, slut dropping plastic type, sharp as flimsy plastic time. So the cut up your jib, 2-minute conversation to realize you're full of shit. And I know I ain't legit as an introvert. Assumed as an aloof fool, even if I'm into her. Often insecure around people frequently don't have a thing to say when we're not on the same frequency. I'm not saying I'm above all that abide, love and lust. Maybe I'm below and hiding in self-hate and disgust. It's hard to trust those who don't have answers for themselves. Every weekend depleting social lubricants off the shelves.
Every Friday the maggots come out to play. They came to dance, drink, drug, drown all their woes away. Every Saturday they right back at it again and keep on coming and consuming and it never goes away. Every Friday the maggots come out to play. They came to dance, drink, drug, drown all their woes away. Every Saturday they right back at it again. They keep on coming and consuming and it never goes away.
In a trance, 4 hours on the dance floor. Is it you or is it them? Tell me, who do you dance for? Sweating away, slaving away 8-hour days of laborers, moral decay. Great, I'm grateful for these flirtatious fables. It explains the expensive makeup and the extortionate labels. Your shading jacket,
where'd you get those?
On the corner market that gives 0 bucks about your pathos. And what about those sick kicks? Spend 6 fix on teen toast instead of feeding your fucking sick kids delicious. Motherfucking maniacal. Spend my nights on diamond carpets riding a big wheel tricycle. Come play with us, Lyrik. I'd rather just with jagged demon twins and spinning that boogie into a marky mark reminiscence. Feel me?
What are you on about?
I'm out to shout the word of mouth amongst the demons and the heartless heathens. Stop breathing, hear me?
Now you're not loud enough.
Well, I don't care to shout over the shoulders of headless roaches. When I talk, will come approach us. Fucking maggots. Fucking maggots. These fucking maggots. Fucking maggots.
Every Friday the maggots come out to play. They came to dance, drink, drug, drown all their woes away. Every Saturday they right back at it again. They keep on coming and consuming and it never goes away. Every Friday the maggots come out to play. They came to dance, drink, drug, drown all their woes away. Every Saturday they right back at it again. They keep on coming and consuming and it never goes away.
existence. Every time I open up my eyes, it seems to get more twisted. I go to sleep in paralysis to wind up running away from a lucid state of panic. At this stage, I'm unsure what is reality and what is merely a dream.
In a constant state of hypnagogia, ruminating madly between deep dreams and insomnia. Pillow breathing constantly, dim lamp winking at me. Walls are creeping closer, still trying to get at me. Ceiling with a crack in it, Christ drops into a jar. Window whispers as the wind blows through the jar. Stop scrolling away, never to be seen again. Carpet in the clouds flying through a stormy rain. No genie in a bottle, just remnants of no juice. Tilted up against the wall, covered with re-fermented fruit. A sad face of spray paint faded and fades. A couple dozen posters starting to disintegrate. Mrs. Mia Wallace with a red apple in her hand. Scott Pilgrim plays the bass for the battle of the bands. Drug on Drunkies as he spits his orange breath, full of platinum Mr. Orange as he is nearing death. Ace rocks the mic, bass blares and the tweeters. Melody and drums blend like a smoothie through the speakers. It's 4 a.m. each eye still wide shut, lucid dreaming of a life for which is worth getting up.
Wake up, you lazy bastard. You've been laying for so long that all your fucking Z's are gone. Go to sleep, you crazy bastard. You've been staying up for nights trying to escape the light. Wake up, you lazy bastard. Time to right all of your wrongs, take a step and move along. Go to sleep, you crazy bastard. It's hard to tell the time when the clock is ticking.
Second to none, I need to summon hourglass stuck in a funk. I think I thought I'd thunk about what I still can't debunk. Metacognition makes for oxymoronic decisions. My vision board is blank due to blinded repetition. I see a one-sided seesaw, never up, no never down. A floating playground in an ungravitated town. The slides go up, the swings dump over the slow merry-go-round. Seasons to stop spinning, rotates up into the clouds. Wow, what a wicked way to wake up in a whirlwind by the wonders of a solipsis who hits the mind unwhirl. Rivers running upwards, the sun goes round the earth. Humans being constructed while the machines are giving birth. Brown cows make chocolate milk, rabbits lay Easter eggs. Trees are still and paintings move and all is picturesque. One pill makes you larger and the other makes you small. There it makes the truth unfold, the blue nothing at all.
Wake up, you lazy bastard. You've been laying for so long that all your fucking Z's are gone. Go to sleep, you crazy bastard. You've been staying up for nights trying to escape the light. Wake up, you lazy bastard. Time to right all of your wrongs, take a step and move along. Go to sleep, you crazy bastard. It's hard to tell the time when the clock is ticking back.
The sky begins to crack and swim off into the cosmos. Antimatter floods the atmosphere, the planet is a lost cause. The earth begins to rumble, volcanoes all erupt. Skyscrapers dwarfed by waves, tornadoes suck the rubble up. Sirens scream, wake up as all bodies sleep with fishes. Lightning strikes like the wrath of a god, brutal and vicious. As I stand and get devoured in the eye of the storm, the sirens turn into the moaning of the morning alarm. Wake up. Day in and day out, speeding, wandering and wandering, pondering asunder dreams, astounding thoughts I'm conjuring, tearing apart the prison building a new paradigm. Through order didactism, I have learned to not be paralyzed. Introspective thought that lays within behind my pair of eyes, cultivating joy and bring to elevate to paradise. Meditate, not medicate, find a path to predicate. Journey was a wicked twisted mile, now I see it straight. Wait, what am I on about, you ask? Conventionalities for some, I choose to pave a higher path. Standing in my way, prepared to face a fierce wrath. You see a white boy that raps, I see verbal mismatch. Vermin, put your headphones on, turn it into a sermon of a rat who's on a race to meet the cheese god in person. Breaking through the maze walls, riding on a serpent. Embrace it, face the amazing, be perfect.
Take that, suckers!
Head on my own kind like Uncle Ruckus. Chose to step aside from all those simple motherfuckers. The beat drops, I rock up to the mic wearing flip-flops. Energy that gonna make you jump, get that crisscross. Way beyond the surface, way beyond the surface. Deep under you solar, locate the inner personas. Eyes glow gold in the solar, pale blue in the polar. Like bipolar, but switching between warm and colder shoulders. Which one will you be brushed by tomorrow? The effervescent pheasant or city pigeon playing peasant? The pissed off or the pleasant? Solemn or distressing? The one that ticks down seconds or the one that counts the blessings? 3 eyes, one each for the future, past and present. From the days of burning reason to the nights and starry heavens. Middle focus on the thoughts of being and keeping it together. Slowly gain momentum, push through into forever. Through the lenses and the sense of the golden diaphragm condenser. Express every detail of crisis of the existential. I seldom have silly fucking stories to recite. Instead I unwind each story feeling and spit it out of mind. Like translating a moving image, I paint the picture with acrylic lyrics. Abstract rap, all shades of color between white and black. Pen I'm shading on paper. Paper mache was not my art, no craft. Jump on track, make waves like a motherfucking seismic rap. Be doing jumping jacks, tongue sticking to the rhythm. Lay it down, release it, exercising exorcisms. Addiction withered, so unhinged, just inches within. The mind and heart's a violent art, and it is fucking listen. Listen, do you hear the cries of demons that I stalked on? Appetite for destruction, like I'm straight out of Compton. Killing all the beats that the drunk me once bombed on. Blow away MCs to see which ones can hold on. Hold on. Yeah, you know what's about to happen. Say I, captain to the wide-eye madman. Pirate of the flow, verse you with a single hook, hit you with a pow. Like a Batman pop-up book, just look, I got you shook by alliterating crooked letters. Put them together, a levitating halo and some feathers. Divine how it intertwines with the rhythm of beats. So leave the microphone to me, step back and take a seat. Peace. This one is called Chances. Check it. When a loveless soul is suddenly enamored, it falls. Hearts hammered and shattered, it plummets endlessly down a pitfall. Stammering out of control, grammar, it feels so dissolved. Fluttering blabber takes toll, can't have her, but I want it all. 6 years of inner fiction. Believe love was a great deception and an unanswerable question, and I'm still second guessing. But fuck it, I feel it, so I guess it. It must mean I'm obsessed, and a sin's fucking bigger than sick. In my mind, I think I have bricked up with these depressants for breakfast. My youth is dissected by a few bitches I mess with, and there's nothing to let me know that this time she won't let me go. That she's not just another hoe that just fucking forget me. So I'll take my chances. 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 I took it, and here's what happened. We got together, became close, the close, doper than dope. She inspired me lyrically, I inspired her with hope. Bank had 10 cents up, but with love I wasn't broke. Heart felt like a balloon, about to burst, turned to smoke. She filled her lungs with a high so intense, had to choke. All the emotions I had pinned out came out, I evoked. As she made me see the world in color once again. How I was sick, but she healed me, and I loved her medicine became one. I asked myself, what has Cupid done? Had fun, so much so we came in unison. I had to run from my old self, what a marathon. She was the one that made me realize there was something wrong. It was the bottle, going full throttle, no brakes, just guzzle. It was a problem, and she saw it was a 1,000-piece puzzle. Asked me, are you alright? Then she drank with me. Got to the bottom of the bottle, and she sank with me. She took her chances. 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 And a year and a half later, here's what she said. She said, I'm sorry to say, but I think it's finally over. Mainly because I only tend to love you when you're not sober. Like the track I like is bitter when we're wasted. Cause when you're not lit up, you're fucking quiet and quite complicated. And this I've contemplated. When we were devastated, we loved the most, but being happy, yeah, I kinda hate it. Being broke didn't mean we couldn't get inebriated, but now we're done, we fucking fake it, and the spark is kinda faded. Used to say that one beer always made you wanna kiss me. Couple shots of tequila would always get us kinda frisky. Now half a bottle of whiskey seems to only get us tipsy. My liver thinks it's risky, but we ain't trying to fix me. Seeking for love at the bottom of the bottle's counterproductive. When you and I are already mutually self-destructive. This toxic feeling and much that we should really fuck with, so it's better to end it before we end up stuck with one another. It's like you said the other day, you need some help, cause life is constant purgatory, you don't wish to see the hell. If we care about each other, why don't we think about our health? She said, how can I love you when you don't even love yourself? We've had our chances. was my water. I needed her, such thirst that it hurt. I drank it up, depleting her, winking at the bottle of liquid courage at first. I wandered off within my mind into a different kind of thirst, like a lyrical genius genie in a gin bottle. Hate gin, but I downed it to turn a motherfucking frown into a grin. So I smile around her, cause she didn't know when you bit her. Hands hung over, shaking, sweaty like wearing 20 sweaters, like 100,000 livid lives we've been on together. Summer was her season, they came to change her weather. However, it didn't matter wherever we were, hot or cold. Cherishing a newborn love, having someone to hold, wanting to grow old together, rings and all. Rings a bell, a romance relative to red roses, drowned and built the ethanol. And I sipped away every day until she skipped away and never came back. So I packed my backpack, leave my heart, and that's that. A simple chapter in the story called Life. Read mine if you have an appetite for a plot of a snotty brat turned to a couch hopping vagabond and whizzes up words wishing for a beat to be rapping on.
And these letters are all I have left,
reading through the dips, failures, and the memories to forget,
the times that I regret.
Writing your own story instead of simply levitating, you choose to waste it away, spending your days medicated. I turned away from the leads, ball and pen. It's like I went deaf and blind because I was mainly feeling dead inside.
Now I'm alive.
I've chased every single demon I've ever heard in my head, just to hear a few answers to some questions that I've had. I've chased down every shot with a beer to make my mind disappear, vacate the skull in order to
keep my head clear.
I've tuned out all of the awful moaning of this population and glee, working 1,000 hours for an 11-day vacation, 9-to-5 labor relation. They do it for a while, making a little commission, like a sweetie for a child. They start to do it with a smile. Great life, 9-to-5, people is replaced with dollar signs.
What a way to be alive.
Great light, it's like you've seen the God's eye better than I. Stepped into the light while I am doomed to drown in fire. And what's greater even is when I spit these bullshit raps, you said this motherfucker's dope. Meanwhile I remain trapped, and that's a page in the story called Life. Read mine if you have a wicked appetite of gleeful imagination, wrecked by demons inside pillows. Every night you go to bed after downing a couple kid gloats.
Yeah, I'm trapped.
Yet I'm jotting down a couple verses, rehearsing and spitting to try to trickle away these curses. The light's fading.
So am I.
Fine, I guess I'll get up in the morning and give this life another try.
I hope I never wake up.
My dreams are filled with waking life episodes of relationships with no worries or breakups. So when I wake I bake to turn my fucking thoughts into clouds in order to truly levitate from crowds and no one around.
I hope I never become
the fucking losers cruising through life, consuming everything along the way, thinking they're choosing to be a better human. I'd rather be in seclusion, avoiding the opposition that read about life perusing. Read between the lines. It's either you or I. Use your pen as a sword to bleed blue ink as you die. My life is truly poetry in motion with a swagger to the side, staggering at 4 a.m. in its direction I can't decide.
3 to the right, 2 to the left.
Another cigarette, God bless. Does anybody have a light to brighten up this dark mess? Spark, lick, and inhale the tobacco for this wacko, heinous genius, wing snapped on this fiendish phoenix. And that's a wrap. Life. What a funny motherfucker it is.
We're a match, let's see if we burn slow or fast. You provide the spark, I can bring along the gas. We can fight fire with fire, we don't need a yin or yang. When this toxic love expires, we can go out with a bam, damn sight, kick to the face. When I'm on my own, in a few weeks the only thing I want's to be alone. Duality of man toying with solitude and loneliness. The idea of love is somewhere lost in the subconsciousness. Walk chest action out with a smile, certain high with no bottle to the side. I'm soaring, feeling fly, scarf tied, Parisian, a meditative Elysium. Strut along the street, the fuck me eyes they give me. I'm cocky. I think you find that I'm too sensitive. Tell me about work, I'll pretend that I am interested. Share the tale of Bailey pissing you off on the daily. You had us up for lunch again, so compelling it's Scorsese. Baby, I sit and say not a single syllable, but when I hit the pad I'll tear you up like a criminal. I said you make me less cynical, that made you smile. I'm gonna ride that motherfucking fib out for a while, girl. Said you make me less cynical, that made you smile. I'm gonna ride that motherfucking fib out for a while. I said you make me less cynical, that made you smile. I'm gonna ride that motherfucking fib out for a while. The right lips are what fruit color? Oh, I want to taste it. Is it a mistake? Because they smell like a reed for me to grace. I hesitate. Will it lead me down a viral spiral state of reviving the very living part of me I hate? Mental debate. I don't know if I can handle your drunken kiss. Perhaps some poison does hang on thy lips. I find you intoxicating, but me plus you an equation is dancing with Satan and Salem, so we will wind up time wasting. Yeah, my inhibitions deactivated. Your guard down, my verbal filter incapacitated. We make not a sound till you put your arms around my neck and whisper your mind. Sit maybe some time for a minute, but not when you reek of wine. An iceberg shoulder blows by like a rolling boulder. She doesn't respect my wood, lift the drink right off the coaster. We began growing apart as soon as we got closer, cause we're the type to hug electric fences, bathed with toasters. Self-destruct switch with an inch, don't dare interrupt to catch Mount Vesuvius Part 2. Witness that shit erupt. Move on to the next scene swiftly when she managed to enable me into feeling sickly shit. Recycling old lines and lies to lay and lie under linen that isn't mine. It's a game I hate playing, nevertheless sometimes I can't resist the urge to physically unwind.
Involved love, stuck in the vow of miscommunication when we're sick and tired of waiting. Drenched in frustration while we're both caged and pacing. Two damaged angels enamored in the devil's basement. Involved love, stuck in the vow of getting pissed and rinsed just to tolerate one another. Since we're benched on being great lovers under the covers, we've been nothing but a dying star waiting to supernova. Involved love, stuck in the vow of miscommunication when we're sick and tired of waiting. Drenched in frustration while we're both caged and pacing. Two damaged angels enamored in the devil's basement. Involved love, stuck in the vow of getting pissed and rinsed just to tolerate one another. Since we're benched on being great lovers under the covers, we've been nothing but a dying star waiting to supernova.
Care beer on a sweat chair, comfort over here. Chill beer, sweating future tears. A cold summer veneer, sun sinking, skin sunk, his blood red. Go to bed. Moonlight's had to play fade when he has a hollow head. Brain dead, sorry, brain picking, often misunderstood. Devouring a cranium considered to be crude. What a day, what a dude. An unsociable butterfly. Cut throat, missing throat, breaking figured for a cut or die. Half machete, quarter margarine, quarter butter knife. Bump up the head, ran around like a firefly. Dim, bright, off and on. Not quite there and quite often gone. A quiet pioneer, a quieter chandelier of ideas of self-loathing and unideal fears. A godlike puppeteer with the motherfucking strings attached. Getting with these loopy lollies like a bag of mix and match. Rats, vicious vermin up vindictively voracious. Anxious if they're after him, it's off to the races. In a world trumped and stalked on by these fascist races. Take shelter, dig a hole, build a nuclear basement.
Tomorrow morning light never comes, so it's up to you to fall asleep or run. Tomorrow morning the sun may not rise, and the slippery shadows no longer have to hide. Tomorrow night you may not fall asleep as you hear infectious insects inside your head creep. So tonight if you're comfy in your bed, take a deep breath and leave you in the day of dead.
Busting and busting, a drug and vagabond in public. Kids watching while he's cursed with cussing. Bus driver in the fucking discussion. Kick him off, flip him off, kick push manual and kick flip it off. Uphill while he's down, he's kinda feeling this town. Abandoned homes, cracks on roads, faces that carry frowns full of lost clowns. Stumbling with the streets as a circus. Dreams of flaming hills for warmth and a sense of purpose. Mouth to feed a surplus, always mirthless on the surface. Beneath the black heart, hard lungs, fuck liver, epidermis. Walking out of woods next to a tab at a bottle store. Momentary money stirring up a warful, awful storm. Desire, steaming showers and regulate human powers. Hopes to get up in the morning with a smile and certain prowess. Yet the cowardice creeps, keeps on saying fuck it. Dreams become dead, left to life's person to puppet.
Tomorrow morning light never comes, so it's up to you to fall asleep or run. Tomorrow morning the sun may not rise, and the slippery shadows no longer have to hide. Tomorrow night you may not fall asleep as you hear infectious insects inside your head creep. So tonight if you come in your bed, take a deep breath and leave you in the day of dead.
Individualism masked by a greed fuel system. Masses on wages, the wealthy wave ones of nepotism. Find a source of income, 5 days on, 2 days off. Slave for a promotion, whip till the work's paid off. Until machines take off, leaving organ bags laid off. A sack of meat of shit, still don't need days off. Chores don't have a mouth to feed, they don't have a single need. A roof over their shoulders is the motherfucking factory. Computers as a god, ones and zeros have no blasphemy. Merely press a button, admire their own mastery. Machines building appliances, race to assemble gadgets. Gadgets made for purposes to aid us filthy maggots. We'll take over from here, sit down and have another beer. Listen to some pop that goes in one and out the other ear. It's home for your own comfort on this globe as human residents. We'll take over the government with the first AI president. Sky yet design, yet nothing is really private. Bums sitting in the streets, Skyping and keeping quiet. Eyes consumed with pixels, relationship with the tablet. Care Bear on a switch, or left alone reading Hamlet. Leave Care Bear alone. He's just reading Hamlet.
Tomorrow morning might never come, so it's up to you to go to sleep or run. Tomorrow morning the sun may not rise, and the slippery shadows no longer have to hide. Tomorrow night you may not fall asleep as you hear vicious insects inside your head creep. So tonight, if you're comfy in your bed, take a deep breath, relieved you enter the day undead.
Drunkies come out to play. Watch suburban kids turn to bourbon kids. Wannabes get degrees to be my D's, clowns and Burger Kings. Chemistry autographs, pimping garages to myth labs. They borrow at they addicts, sipping their way through rehabs. Spoon eaters and lighters being used to fuck the brain up. Fuck a vein up, blood is poison, heart is plain up. Christian mothers praying for their kids, while the selfish, godless children are getting kicks from slitting wrists. The degenerates are evident thinking drug culture is elegant. Drunkie seems irrelevant, they do it for the hell of it. Escaping through a sedative with every door they're locking. Realizing way too late that reality's still knocking and never goes away, no matter how much you blaze. Spending days confused in days, nights I'm turning and awake. Won't be turning and awake, an early grave very decayed. Never mind the spirit's bending when you wish it to vacate. Pray to slip to poison substances, use to self-medicate, destroying the mindful kingdom that took decades to create. So we sell the soul for a seeking of peace, piece by piece rotting away till each organ is deceased. Shut down, log of sound, screen black, lights out. Senses numb, colors bleak, planets till the night's out. Sun may never rise, but that doesn't seem important. Stuck within wailing walls, window behind onyx black curtains. The only thing that's certain is you're hurting, so you wash the pain away with a whiskey without worrying. 1, 2, then 10 until the bottle is translucent, horizontal on the floor next to a body self-abuse. What are you losing after love is lived? Passion past, trust is trash, dreams die, unity and time pass, half-assed. It's half past the 25th hour, the ticking's over. Never taking time to detox, forgetting when you were sober. No longer will it be shackled and chained to battles and pain. Wounds will heal and remind me of mistakes and scars remain. No longer will I be chained to the devils and the demons. All the evil inner voices vacate as I evict these heathens. As long as I am breathing, I'll be screaming till they hear me. Was petrified of him. Now these motherfuckers fear me. If they attempt to get near me, I'll make their ears bleed. I swear to shine brighter than any diamond chandelier. I'm free. It's hot as hell in this room right now, man. I actually had to take my fucking top off, can you believe it? I'm one of those rappers that raps without a shirt on now, apparently. Anyway, I'm ending this mixtape on a lighter note. Talk about the funny side of life, hear me? Alright, check it, let's kick it. I'm not a rebel to appeal. If I walk inside the club, I'm probably there to smile. No, I'll tap my feet and sit still. If I happen to say no to someone who asks me to dance, it's because I can't do it. There's no pistol in my pants, about as cool as pickle Rick on the burning concrete in the sun. Arriving late like has family therapy begun? Not dumb, I stay silent simply to humor you silly. You rattle a theory about Seinfeld when you saw a rerun on TV. But I'm no Mr. Robot though, I'm Mr. Promo for social conduct. You rear a Range Rover, I look for keys in my Conga Honda. Rewinding the VHS of Pocahontas. I'm not nostalgic, I'm just broke as fuck. Pardon, don't need a time machine, I simply walk into my apartment. My chick wears 1930s undergarments. Seeing an ankle is so jarring that my pocket rocket hardens. How can I resist to brag? I'm the off-court James Harden with no beard. The never-ending beer in my clench has finally disappeared. I'm thinking clear, so I scribble the mistakes I made from my drinking I recall years. Spirits demonizing me outside my bedroom window behind different glass entirely. Fun to pretend though, never played Nintendo. Though I've gone on benders, taking shrooms to get bigger. Potions to make my head grow. Nowadays you put the lotion on the skin or else you get the flows again. Sodomize your mind like Buffalo Bill with a dildo. For real though, I go on a rant about my raps and don't talk about the fact that I can't afford a pair of pants. rats. I look forward to bigger plans of some land up in the Alps where I can grow and water plants. On a porch with a coffee, reading Huxley on a Kindle, having Siri by my side if I have a need to mingle. Trading shillings for shingles, have a roof to sleep under. To bygone and goodbye the clouds above me, roaring thunder. I'm a full-time amateur, graduated half-ass, top of my class at the fucking school of syllable scavengers. Got a job to place dope beats. All I have to do is skate, rhyme a little, watch some films and don't sleep. Get a microphone to eat and feast on a beat that is made for the beats. Fucking MCs on the East Coast streets. And until I can't afford my own, I'll be splashing acidic saliva through pop filters, melting microphones. Hold up, let me just get one breath. Got a few bars left, workout going up, but it ain't a measure of success. Been riding bars and sin, I hit the scene for sliding cars. I'm in a Tesla now, must keep driving me all the way up to Mars. I'm mental, gentle, pedo, won't settle for the existential, going beyond the physical. This bag of skin is just a rental. Mine extends beyond the realms of everything that goes on. I'm off to swim down the Milky Way, so for now it's so long.